If you're considering buying the Icarus pre-order to play in the beta in hopes that this could be the open world survival game you've been searching for, unfortunately, I can neither confirm or deny as to whether this is the survival game of your dreams. What I can do is quickly break down the features that matter so that by the end you'll know if it's worth it for you.
Player 2 has entered the game.
Now I want to start off with, if you prefer to just play the game for free, I am giving away several Icarus pre-order keys this weekend while I live stream the beta. Consider subscribing to win a key and to stay updated on upcoming Icarus content. Okay, so as a necessary precursor, Icarus is a survival game currently in its beta period of development by Rocketworks. And if you didn't already know, the founder of the team is DayZ creator Dean Hall, which I kind of want to know if you guys think that's a good thing in the comments below. At any rate, Icarus takes place on an alien planet where players travel out of orbit and onto the planet's surface to obtain resources and ultimately return to the space station with the gathered supplies. For survival mechanics as of the beta, you must maintain your health, temperature, oxygen, hunger, and your thirst. So pretty much the standard survival bars, with the added oxygen feature in lieu of the space vibe. You can hunt and fish for food, as well as cook so that you can feed your hunger and gain a range of buffs. There's also debuffs. Actually, you have an entire page from which you can check values of buffs and debuffs in your menu. And it's pretty impressive. Now, let's talk about progression. Is the grind in Icarus challenging and fun? So there is an XP system. They have also gone with a tech tree feature, complete with unlockables and everything. The tree is comprised of 4 massive tiers that do seem to have longevity and should take a decent amount of time and effort to master. Though I will say, in a survival game, we typically don't have this type of progression. We're usually provided with the initiative of obtaining the highest tier loot and building the biggest base. That is because most survival games have a moderate to heavy focus on PvP elements. Icarus, on the other hand, has been quite vocal about being focused on the PvE elements. The tech tree correlates with that, as well as the next page in your menu, talents. There are literally hundreds of talents for you to tinker with, different builds, so on. You have 4 sections being survival, construction, combat, and solo. All the trees have what you would typically expect under them for talents, except for the solo tree. This is something I haven't personally seen in a survival game before, and considering that a formidable group of survival communities do run solo, it's nice to see that they've taken that into account and bestowed talents that can improve the loner experience as you progress. You also need to keep in mind that upon death, you will be restored to the start of a level. In other words, if you're 10,000 XP of progress into level 8 and you die, you'll be put back to 0 XP level 8. That, I think, will add to the longevity as well and keep you thinking wisely about any PvP in the first place. So, based off of the last couple sections, if you're looking for a PvP-focused survival game, Icarus probably isn't going to be the best pick for you. But keep in mind that most of the PvP-focused survival games are basically dead these days anyway. Not all, obviously, but most. So this might be a nice change of pace. And by the way, if you're enjoying this content and have the strength in your left thumb or right thumb, if you could just lift it, not by much, just enough to love tap that like button. Don't smash it. Just give it a little tap gently. Anyways, crafting. Crafting is important in a survival game. And of course, they have it, but I'm not going to really waste too much time on it. It's pretty standard stuff. You can craft base items, tools, and other typical crafting possibilities you'd expect in a game like this. Now, a rather unique feature that you're going to think is either an interesting change of pace or you're going to hate it is the mission timer. So the current model, as of the Icarus Beta, is that when you're sent down below to the surface, you have a timer for how long till you have to return with the supplies that you've gathered. If you fail to return within the allotted time, that character will be left on the planet to die, resulting in a permadeath. No going back a level or losing XP, all progress and supplies will be lost. So, fairly unique. As long as it gets properly worked out to where the game is still fun, while also having that overarching time limit to worry about, I can roll with it. I'm curious to see the variations and whatever else they have in store for us regarding this feature. Now, you may be thinking, isn't there base building? Why would I want to build a base if the world isn't even persistent? Well, first of all, the timer's pretty long, and base building is super quick and intuitive, to the point where, just like with the crafting, we really don't need to get into it. It's exactly what you would expect it to be. And the devs have also cooked up storms and wildlife that you will 100% need a safe location to shelter from. Storms can be pretty destructive, and wildlife includes predators such as bears and wolves that will kill you. You will die to a bear. Just accept it. You will likely encounter these beasts while looting or hunting as well. They also have a cool, simple system for replenishing your oxygen. You basically have to mine oxide deposits that you can find scattered throughout the map and pop it into the O2 box, where it will proceed to burn off over time. So this info isn't everything that you can experience in Icarus, and I don't think that it really needs to be. But it should give you a well enough idea as to whether or not you should buy the pre-order to hop into the beta. Not to mention, their refund policy is pretty generous. The devs saw it fit to allow us pre-order buyers to refund the game at any point during the beta, so you can play all the way through all of the beta weekends up until November early access, and then decide, nah, that's going to be a no from me, dog. Then get your money back. So you don't really have anything to lose here. The beta weekends can be found from the SurviveIcarus website, and we will be streaming all of them live from this channel as well as my Twitch channel, and giving away too many codes to count. So I'll see you soon. In the meantime, check out one of these videos coming up right now.